What's good, everybody? It's J Cash back at you with another video. And my birthday was a couple of days ago, which was Friday, which means I'm in my mid 30s. And I'm going to get straight to the point into this entitlement of this video. The video is entitled Black Women Don't Care About Our Libido and Black Men Black men's standards for them as normal black men. Now, when I say normal black men, I'm talking about the majority of what they want here in America. They have been desensitized and hypnotized and brainwashed to not want the, everyday black man that works hard, that has character, these type of men turn them off, stays out of trouble, they don't care. Because if you ain't making her panties wet or she don't get aroused by seeing you and she ain't glad to see you, she gonna treat you like a friend. Which means she gonna put you into the deep freezer where all the other junk at and where all the other normal guys at. All of the deep freezer for you to get stale and old until she's ready to pull you out the freezer and thaw you out until she's, ready to cook you and ready for her to eat or to feast upon or to want, right? And see, when you're a normal black man in America, they don't give a damn about your standards, about what you want in a woman or anything like that, because if you ain't what they want, they can care less about what the fuck you talking about. All of that shit you talking, spitting that game as a normal black man or black man, it's gonna sound like this. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Even if you tell the truth, it ain't gonna sound like nothing. It's gonna go through one ear, out the other. It's just like a headshot. Exit out the front, straight out of the back, and everything goes dead. When you're a normal black man and they just don't care nothing about what you feel and how you look at things. This is what's going on. And when you have this going on, it makes everything go bad. It makes, guys deprived, frustrated. Even with conversations with them, what you get? Deprived of it, right? Any kind of compliance, any kind of, those signs and signals and all of that stuff when they like you. Because when you young, in your 20s, man, let me tell you something. That's when you the most horniest. Even when you in your 30s, you still got a libido. But they don't care. They know you got a libido. They know you get horny. And they know when you want them and when you want to holler at them. But what do? They don't care. Because when you don't fit that in-style narrative, what's in style today in 2020, they're not going to fuck with you. They're not going to care about what you got. And if they do care about what you got, they're going to use you. Let's just be honest. And like I've always said, that money does not make their libido go up higher. And it's not going to make them want you anyway. So that stuff that you do and that self-improvement that you do, it still can make them reject you. It still can they'll tell you, hit the exit, I don't want you. And they don't care nothing about your libido. No, they don't. They'll deprive you of that shit until your thing just where you just don't even want them no more. When you get deprived so much out of your libido, you get used to that. Then when a woman try to talk to you, you be like, you know what? Man, I'm tired of this shit. I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to talk to her. She like me. I don't want nothing to do with her. And they deprive you on this, whether it's, subconscious and consciously. They do this on purpose. They know exactly what the fuck they be doing. I got a sister, and they do this. They do the little games and be laughing. He ain't my type. He ugly. This is what they do. I just don't want him. Why don't you tell him? Why don't you show him some respect and be like, look, I ain't feeling you. Respectfully, I ain't feeling you. Now, if he take it further, then you can just, say what you got to say and that's it. But they don't do that. They totally disrespect you. Disrespect your libido. Even when you get in a relationship with them, guess what? You can't enjoy them without having a hard ass time. You already have a hard time on your job. You still have to deal with stress on the job, but doing your task. And then you got to come home to this. See? Destroys all your libido. Those headaches and those problems and all of that shit testing, all that is to destroy your libido. And they think that you having a libido is demonic. But it's all right for them to have their libido all day. Because you know why they don't care nothing about theirs? Because they can get theirs somewhere else. But you're going to have a hard time as a normal black woman. They don't care. You should know that. They're going to get theirs, but it's going to be hard for you to get yours. Why? Because of feminism. Feminism has taught them to make everything hard for you. And you make everything easier for them by doing what? Self-improving, getting a body, getting money, fixing your teeth, getting a house, getting a car, having stocks, owning a business, you name it. All of the self-improvement that they tell you, and they want you to give them a better deal when these group of black women don't want to change, don't want to submit. And hell, they still gonna give you a headache with that. Even when you have that, still give you a headache. Because why? Because feminism has taught them to do what? Look at you with contempt. Deprive your libido. That you ain't nothing but a monster. And masculinity is what? Toxic. Deprive you of your libido. What happens when you get deprived for it for so long from women? Hell, you get to the point where, hell, you just don't even want them no more. When you get older, you be like, you know what? I done been there, done that. You know what? Fuck this shit. I quit. Because, to be honest with you guys, I done hung mine up. I told my mom straight up, I said, look, don't look for me to get married. Don't look for this and don't look for that. I done hung my jersey up. It's fine with me. I have no problem with living in a house alone, like I've told you guys before. I have no problem with this. Oh, the pride of the libido, I already got a son, so they can't really do too much to me to hurt me anyway. I really don't care at this point. I can go home by myself and sleep good at night. I sleep good at night. So I don't care about them so-called trying to deprive me or play these games and stuff like that. Even when you get their number, they still deprive you of attention. As a normal black man with standards, still deprive you. Even when you get the number. So getting the number don't mean shit. If they ain't showing full interest. Hell, you get the number, they still playing games with you. It's all a mind game. And whenever these black women out here doing this, they're being tricked and hoodwinked. So if you can trick the mind, you can trick that body to do anything. And that's what feminism is. It is a witchcraft spell. It is a trick to trigger their minds and trick their minds. And when you can trick the mind, you can trick the body. That's exactly what's going on. They're too far gone off in the head. They can't wash themselves clean from this brainwashing. And what it's going to lead them to? Loneliness, bitterness, depression, just because they want to not be a woman. They don't want to be feminine and they want to lower your libido. And guess what happens when they do this? They drive themselves crazy. Because once you start having this reputation of, lowering men libido and playing games, guess what happens? It's a ripple effect happening on their lives too. Oh yeah, it's consequences to pay when they do all this wickedness. That's what it is. So when they do this right here, you can best believe later on in life, they're going to be deprived. So what comes around goes around. They will be deprived of their libido and the attention that men get. So tables do turn. Don't let this shit fool you with this media. Tables do turn. Tables is going to turn out here when they do this shit. just lowering our libido and masculinity is toxic and our standards don't matter and us having standards don't matter. Okay. The normal black man don't matter or black men don't matter. Okay, we'll see if they matter. You ain't got nobody lift heavy shit for you, fix your car and do this and do that, give you that attention that you used to getting, and woo, baby, you look good. When you get when they get deprived of that attention, they go fucking crazy, and you can see it in their eyes that they fucking depressed. So when they try to lower your shit, they lowering themselves. That's what's going on, and that self-esteem that they got, all that shit is a fraud. Cause real women with real self-esteem don't do shit like this. They don't do. Real black women don't do no shit like lower the man libido for fucking what? Like they got one. They just don't want you to know that. But all you got to do is see the men that they messing with. And I can guarantee you'll see, you say, oh shit, they do got a libido. So keep your head on the swivel, keep your head in the game, and keep it off that other head that's in your pants. That's your dick. Get your mind off your dick and get your head in the game and be wise out here, man. Be very wise out here and use discernment. Have wisdom. Quit being stupid. Quit being ignorant out here. Because the more ignorant and dumb you get, the more they're going to play with your ass. And they will toy. Black women will toy with your ass too. They love toying with men. What? They love toying with black men. Have all kind of men hitting them up in their inbox and don't be answering. They get off on. They get wet off of that. They get wet off of that. And guess what they do when they get wet off of that? They go off and do what? Screw the guy that they want and deprive your dumb ass. So with that, guys, I want to thank all my subscribers out there. And, I know my channel is very small. It's not going to go viral. It's not going to be big. I'm not going to be big. It's because of what YouTube is doing. I'm not going to be big. I know why. Because you want to see my face. You want to see what I look like, which is stupid. So you should care about the message, not the person's face. But with that, I'm out.